All right, so today I'm going to show you guys a quick demonstration on how to use the same technique that we've been using, but to do sort of an aerial view. Okay, so looking at these buildings down from the sky, right? So looking down at the top of them. The process is almost exactly the same, except for we're going to add 2 extra lines to each building so that we can show the top of the building. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to take my straight edge and I'm going to draw my horizon line up near the top. Okay, if you want to use just the top edge of your paper, you can. And then these corners just become the vanishing points. That's up to you. I like to put mine not all the way up. It just makes your lines less angular to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just my personal preference. So there's my horizon line. And each end of this horizon line is a vanishing point, right? So I'm going to have a vanishing point here, just like we've been doing, and a vanishing point here. So a main difference here is we've been drawing our lines that go across the the horizon line. When we're doing it from above, we're actually going to start down below. Okay, so I'm going to make a nice straight line. This is going to be the first corner of my building, and it's going to sort of just float down here in space for right now. Okay, so far, aside from putting things in a different place on the page, the technique hasn't changed. Horizon line, vanishing points, first corner, right? Same way we've been doing the other one. So now from the bottom, I'm going to do the same thing that I've been doing. From my vanishing point to the corner, okay, I'm on the left side of this building, so I'm going to the left vanishing point. This is the ground line. And I'm going to go from the corner down to my right vanishing point for the right side of the building, okay? So I'm doing it the same way I did it before. It's just the lines are in a little different place, okay? So now, doing the top lines, they're going to go the same way we've been doing it, except for you're not going to end up with a big kind of kite shape. You're going to end up with these 2 long triangles, okay? And I'm only going to go as far as I want my building to go, okay? So let's say I want my first building to just kind of fit in that space right there. Okay, so I'm going to put my vertical line here. That's the left side of my building. Okay, so far still doing the same thing. Right side, as far as I want the building to go, and then another vertical line. Okay, so far, same thing. So now's where I'm going to break a rule. Okay, I've been telling you guys, if it's on the right side of the building, it goes to the right vanishing point, and the left side, same thing. When we're drawing the top of the building, we're going to do the opposite of that. So we're going to break that rule that I've been telling you. So from the right side of my building, I'm going to then go to the left vanishing point for the roof. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. I'm going to draw this line pretty light because I don't actually know how far it needs to go yet. I'm going to go kind of right there. So now I'm going to go from this left over to the right vanishing point. And those 2 lines should cross over each other right there. So I'm going to stop right there. Okay, so that's the top of that building. I can erase that a little bit. Okay, so the same thing as we've been doing. You know, I just start with another vertical line. Maybe this building is going to look slightly shorter. I just go to there. Okay, erase my bottom line because there's a gap in between the 2 buildings. Left side of the building, left vanishing point. Okay, left side of the building, left vanishing point. Right side of the building, right vanishing point. I'm only going to go as far as I want my building to go. Okay, bing, vertical line. Okay, so now I'm going to break a rule. I'm going to go from this point over to this vanishing point. Okay, I'm going opposite now for the roof. The roof is just the exact opposite of everything else he did. Like that. And here is sort of a tricky part. I don't actually know where this back corner is for this building, right? I have no idea because it's hidden by this other building. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to line up from this corner and I'm going to go away from this vanishing point, right? So I'm going to go from here, lined up, make sure I'm on the page here, lined up here through this point, and I'm going to go on the other side of it till it hits that building, okay? So then I have that. Now let's say I want a sidewalk and I want this sidewalk to look like it's wrapping around. Like, let's say this is one city block, okay? I can take my sidewalk and draw it like this. And then if I want this to be the sidewalk going around it, I'm going to pick a point here, and I'm going to make this sidewalk look like it bends around that side of the building, okay? So let's say I want a road coming out here. Let's see. I'm going to line up to that vanishing point. I'm going to draw another line out to here. And then I can just continue off this sidewalk from this other side. And it would keep going that way. So this is like kind of a little opening right there where a road could go around. Right? So I would just keep going. The cool thing about doing it this way is you can do all kinds of stuff on the tops of these buildings. You can do like little skate parks, you can have swimming pools, you can have anything, right? That's the cool part about doing an aerial view, is now you get to see what stuff is going on top of the building. So it's not just people walking on the sidewalk. You could do cars, you could do, trees back here, and then you can do cool stuff on top, right? So let's say I'll put a basketball court up here, okay? So to give you an idea, I'm just going to basically create a big rectangle. Okay, so I go like that. I then go to the other vanishing point, connect them this way. Okay, so then if I want the hoops, all I'm going to do is vertical lines to make them look like they stand up off of the court, like that. And like that. Okay, so if I want this to look like it is really three-dimensional, I'm going to line up to the vanishing point. This is going to be a giant basketball hoop. Like that. Sorry, I'm kind of going off the screen there. Vertical line, hoop, net. Same thing over here. Vanishing point. Oh, I can't see it. Vanishing point. Vertical line, right? And I wouldn't see the hoop because it's on the other side. And I could put the lines if I wanted to. And you get the idea, right? So you can do whatever you want up there. Some people had, like, in the first class, had bridges and all kinds of stuff going across the buildings from side to side. So that's up to you. I like doing this view because it has more opportunity for being creative, right? They're not just plain old, normal, boring buildings at this point. It has the opportunity to make it however you like. Yes, I'm actually going to show you tomorrow how to do a car close up, okay? So I want you to learn just this building part first, and we'll get more into the little tiny details afterwards. Okay? So again, once you get to the roof, the first steps are the same. This step is the same. Vanishing line, vanishing line, vanishing line, vanishing line. Once you get to the roof, those two extra lines you're doing just go opposite. Your right side goes to the left side, and your left side goes to the right side. So it's just reversed. Okay? Any questions? Okay, I'll come around and help you all individually.